Hello everyone, welcome to my High Celebrities news channel. The story for today is Robert Pattinson has revealed his relief at being able to put the Batman behind him, following a grueling 3-year shoot costing a whopping £100 million and a reported fallout with the blockbuster's perfectionist director, Matt Reeves. He also confessed that he was the type who would be looking for the exit strategy before you've even started something, adding that the picture was one of the hardest things I've done in my life. Not only did the actor, 35, break his wrist while performing a stunt early in the production process, he was allegedly forced to reshoot scenes over 50 times and refused to keep in shape while taking 6 months out due to lockdown restrictions. He reportedly caused crew members to become paranoid when he tested positive for COVID upon his return, battled with loneliness while living in a tent around the country and had his take on Batman's voice overruled after 2 weeks of filming. At the superhero film's London screening at Waterloo's BFI IMAX on Wednesday, the former Twilight star let out to The Sun, "It's a relief. For director, Matt Reeves, this is 5 years. I've been kind of working on this for 3 years." Originally set for release in 2018, R. Pats is thought to have been paid $3 million £24M to replace Ben Affleck, who had originally signed up to star in the titular role while directing and producing before suffering interferences in his personal life. Having transformed into the character for Batman v Superman and Justice League, Ben checked into rehab for alcohol addiction in 2018 amid his divorce from his then-wife Jennifer Garner, following a 13-year marriage. Matt then cast Zoe Kravitz to play Catwoman, but she was soon left praying he would call cut before her co-star's sweat would fall in her mouth, during exhausting scenes which caused him to sweat profusely. A source had told the publication, Matt will insist on doing scenes over and over again and get bogged down in the tiny details. Sometimes it's like he doesn't know when to stop. Lenny Kravitz's daughter stopped going out in fear of catching the virus and admitted she started to cry after being fitted into her tight and restrictive costume, although found solace in Robert, with Matt claiming the pair really connected. In December 2020 and amid the Batman shoot, she filed for divorce from her husband Carl Glusman, and it was said Robert had tenderly draped his coat over her shoulders during one shivering shoot. It was soon revealed that Zoe had begun dating Hollywood heartthrob Channing Tatum, while Robert's relationship with model Suki Waterhouse went from strength to strength. The MTV Movie Award winner also confessed he was given a slap on the wrist just 2 weeks into filming after speaking with a whispery voice in his role as Bruce Wayne. He had been attempting to steer away from the gruff and gravelly portrayal by his predecessors, Ben, Christian Bale, George Clooney and Michael Keaton. Robert went on to claim he felt alone while living in a tent between Liverpool, London and Glasgow, which left him disconnected with the outside world. He said, "You're not really allowed out of the studio with the suit on, so I barely knew what was going on at all outside." Moviegoers excited to see Robert's The Batman movie in cinemas from March 4 should brace themselves, as it's set to be the longest film in the franchise ever at nearly 3 hours long. The hotly anticipated comic book film is said to have a running time of 2 hours and 55 minutes, including 8 minutes of credits, according to The Hollywood Reporter. Ben will reclaim his role in The Flash later this year alongside former Batman star Michael, who will also play the character but in another dimension. With studio bosses planning for a trilogy in Robert's installment, The Sun has claimed that a sequel may not be so certain. Matt Reeves' representatives have been contacted for comment by Mail Online. The forthcoming motion picture features an ensemble cast including Dano as Edward Nashton, the Riddler, Zoe as Catwoman, Selena Kyle and Colin Farrell as the Penguin, Oswald Cobblepot. The movie is set to arrive in theaters March 4. That is all for today news. Thank you for watching to my channel. Please be sure to leave your comment and subscribe below for more news updates.